What's your advice for people who, they've never worked out before and they're your age and they're going, I'd like to live a longer life?
Well, I think activity certainly elevates your mood and it makes you feel stronger.
Hey everybody, it's your boy, the Plus Size Peddler. Got another show for you. It's a fantastic one. We got a 80-year-old Natalie Graybo. She is the oldest person to have finished an Ironman. Those of you who don't know what Ironman competition is, it consists of 3 events. About a 2.5-mile swim, a 112-mile bike ride, as well as a 26-mile run. And she completed all that at her age. I don't know about you, but that is absolutely fantastic. I'm 53 years old. I'm a pup compared to her, and I don't have a desire to do an Ironman, but I'm inspired enough to at least take that energy and put it into adding life to my years. So let's hear what she's got to say. Do me a favor. Once again, like and subscribe to this channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Can't do it without your help. Smash that button right now. Thanks.
And joining us now to talk about her amazing journey is the athlete herself. Natalie, welcome to the show. Lovely to see you today.
Oh, thank you very much.
I mean, this is like life goals for me. I've never done an Ironman. I've done a lot of endurance races. For viewers who are not familiar with this, look, it's Marathon Sunday here in New York City, which is 26.2 miles. What did you have to do in addition to a marathon?
2.4-mile swim and a 112-mile bike.
2.4-mile swim and a 112-mile bike, then a marathon. What did it feel like when you finally crossed the finish line?
It felt great. It was a goal that I had, and I really felt good the whole race, so I was very happy with what I was able to do.
And tell us about your training. What did that look like? How many hours a week or miles a week were you putting in?
Well, leading up to the Ironman, you always increase your hours a bit. So it was between 16 and 18 hours a week, I'd say. Some days, 2 workouts a day. So a combination of swimming and biking or swimming and running, and a long bike on a Saturday and a long run on a Sunday.
Natalie says she put in between 16 and 18 hours a week preparing for the Ironman. Now, who are we in regards to, putting in 6, 7, 8, 10 hours a week, whether we're just running or walking? I don't want to run because I'm too heavy for it, but I definitely want to continue to walk my 4 to 5 miles a day and also be able to ride on my bike and go to spin class.
Oh, yeah.
All right, best and worst parts of the training here.
No worst parts. I love the training.
Not even the long day. Whenever I train for endurance races, I always dread the long run or the long bike. Amazing. So it sounds like you just live for it, but you didn't discover your passion until you were a bit older. Tell us how, what sparked this interest in you?
Well, I've always loved, being active. And I started running in my late 30s, early 40s. And some of my friends were starting to, and I had a good 20 years of running, and I really enjoyed doing 5Ks and 10Ks competitively in New Jersey. And then some of my friends were getting into triathlon, and they urged me to come and do a sprint with them. And I was kind of embarrassed, but I had to tell them I had never learned to swim. Mm-hmm. So my first sprint, I had one of my daughters come and do the swim for me, and I did the bike and the run, and I just loved it. So after that, I was determined to learn how to swim. So I was 59 at that point. And about 9 months later, I did my first sprint triathlon. So
and it's never too late to start. She started running when she was in her 30s and didn't pick up the swimming and bicycle aspect of it till in her late 50s.
I just loved it. I loved it from the beginning, and I love the 3 sports.
Well, tell me, what's your advice for somebody who maybe they used to be an athlete, or maybe they've never been an athlete, they've had their kids, they're trying to figure out, how am I going to find myself again? Maybe it'll be in some sort of distance race or even just going to the gym. What's your advice for somebody who's sort of on the fence, teetering and going, maybe I should start, adding a little bit of activity to my life?
Well, it's so important to do something. So, because I think, especially the earlier you can, because before you know it, it's best to start early, and it's best to think about what you would enjoy, what you would go back to doing. I mean, I love these 3 sports, but not everybody would. So you might enjoy playing golf or tennis or just a fast walk or a dance class. So just something that I think that you really enjoy, that you could do again and see progress, see yourself getting stronger, see your mental attitude improving, and it just escalates that way, I think. So It's just a slow process of consistency.
Right. I mean, when we age, we think about losing our muscle tone and our bone health, our mental acuity, and all of that. But not only would I like to live a longer life, I'd like to live a more meaningful life in the here and now, right? How can activity help them to enjoy their life, the years that they have on Earth, and enjoy them more?
And just doing day-to-day activities like bringing in the groceries or climbing the stairs or whatever. So once you start moving and you start to feel stronger and your breathing improves, then you'll see all those things that you do in daily life improve. And it really lifts your spirits. I think every day I get up, I just look forward to being able to do that. And it's a sense of a kind of accomplishment that you've done something, and maybe it's a little hard, but you've done something a little difficult and you've pushed yourself and you say, that's great. And the rest of my day is going to be wonderful. So
I feel very motivated and inspired listening to her. Lets me know that I'm on the right track. And like I said, you're never too young. I'm being 53. I've lost a lot of weight as I've been riding my bike, and I'm just going to continue until I am in hospice. Just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Do me a favor, like and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment. Maybe I left something out. Maybe I forgot to say something. Maybe I said something wrong and you want to correct me. Maybe you are closer to her age or somewhere north of 50 and you're doing something similar. I want to hear about it. I want to know about it. I want to talk about it. See you on the next one.